following message is transmitted at the request of the Grand Junction Police Department. There have been multiple reports of vulgar behavior being coming into the police in the city of Grand Junction. The cause of this vulgar behavior is unknown, but this will continue to be investigated. All residents of the city of Grand Junction are strongly advised to stay vigilant at this time. If you see anybody expressing vulgar behavior, report the person to the police immediately. Tune into local TV and radio stations for more information on this situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Grand Junction Police Department. Grand Junction Police are describing on the vulgar behavior that has been occurring in the city of Grand Junction. This behavior includes demonstrating lewd actions, showing sexual behavior on others, excessive vulgar language, a new personality and homicidal tendencies. If you see a person with these characteristics, do not approach them. All residents in the city of Grand Junction are strongly advised to stay vigilant and tune into local TV and radio stations for more information on this situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Grand Junction Police Department. It has been confirmed that the people showing vulgar behavior are possessed by a lustful spirit of unknown origin. In addition, the possessed have gone into a coma and are going through some transformations. It is unknown what these transformations are at this time. If you see someone possessed by lust or has fallen under a coma, do not approach them. All residents in Grand Junction are advised to stay vigilant and tune into local TV and radio stations for more information on this developing situation.
Civil danger warning for the city of Grand Junction. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Grand Junction Police Department. People who have awoken from a coma have been transformed into lustful creatures. These creatures are identified as succubi in females and incubi in males. These creatures have the following characteristics: torn off clothing, a red glow in their eyes, razor-sharp teeth, wings on their backs, horns on their heads, kite-like tails, and heart-like scars on their chests. Females also have massively expanded chests, and males have increased muscle masses. These creatures have the ability to sexually assault their victims to death or steal their souls from the mouth, and those killed have been mutilated into one of those who have murdered them. All residents are asked to go indoors with windows and doors locked to prevent these creatures from entering your shelter. Do not approach these creatures, as they are extremely dangerous and will kill anyone on sight. Tune into local TV and radio stations for more information about this dangerous situation.
Hello, Grand Junction. It is 4 p.m. sharp here in Grand Junction, Colorado. This is Mark Levin here on the Mark Levin Show on KNZZ 92.7 FM, 101.2 FM, and at 980 AM. Now, we are getting important details about an ongoing story that is currently active in Grand Junction. The Grand Junction Colorado Police are currently taking on a lethal spirit that is being taken in the form of succubi and incubi creatures. Now, we have been told that these creatures are transmitting the exaggerated sin of lust, which is what is fueling these creatures, and as well as also resulting in many people being transformed after being attacked or losing their souls. This is an ongoing situation, and we will continue to follow along with this situation and give everyone updates as they are given out. As I am currently giving out the news, we are receiving an emergency alert system message coming over the wire. So we will provide information from news sources such as CNN, NBC, Fox, CBS, and any other stations providing news in this area. But for now, this is KNZZ activating the emergency alert system. Please stand by for this message.
Civil danger warning for the entire state of Colorado. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Colorado Emergency Management Agency. This situation involving the lustful creatures has spread over to more cities in Colorado, including Florida, Montrose, Glenwood, and Durango. Encounters with these creatures, severe damage, attacks, fatalities, and transformations are occurring in these cities. When people are transformed, they are no longer human. The Colorado Police is suggesting that you seek shelter immediately. Do not approach these creatures, as they are extremely dangerous. If one or more lustful creatures enter your home, use armed protection by any means, including lethal force. If you are attacked by one of these lustful creatures, you are likely to be lost, as transformation will occur within seconds of being attacked by one or more of these creatures. It is currently unknown what these creatures are resistant to or what their weaknesses are, but the Colorado Police will investigate into this matter. Make sure that you tune into local TV and radio stations for more information on this dangerous situation.
Civil danger warning for the entire states of Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Arizona, Kansas, New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Lustful creatures known as succubi and incubi have been reported in more states, including Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Arizona, Kansas, New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. These creatures are causing severe damage, fatalities, and more transformations into one of their own in these states. In addition, the Federal Emergency Management Agency has found out that these creatures are resistant to fire-based weaponry, as there literally is nothing else to burn except their underwear, which is further provoking them. It is expected that these creatures will occupy the continuous United States within the next 2 hours. All residents in these states are strongly advised to seek shelter immediately. Close and lock all windows and doors, turn off all heating and air conditioning units. Close all fireplace dampers, and seal all cracks on windows and doors with tape, damp clothing or damp towels. Take food, water, medical supplies, a flashlight, a full-charged cell phone with a usable charger, toiletries, and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries to last you for the duration of this emergency. Do not approach these creatures as they are extremely dangerous. If one or more of these creatures enter your home, use armed protection by any means, including lethal force. Do not attempt to grab attention to these creatures, as you will likely become one of them if you do. Make sure to tune into local TV and radio outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
This is the emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation orders in the EAS operating handbook for a national or global level emergency. The President will speak on all stations shortly. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Reports of succubi and incubi have been reported in all 48 states in the continuous United States. These creatures are causing severe damage, fatalities and more transformations into one of their own in these states. These creatures are becoming more and more resistant to conditional weaponry, and the National Guard is struggling heavily at defeating these creatures. In addition, state governments are failing as succubi and incubi are wiping out government officials. It is expected that these creatures will spread to the rest of the world within the next 4 hours. The United States government is suggesting that you seek shelter immediately. Close and lock all windows and doors, turn off all heating and air conditioning units. Close all fireplace dampers, and seal all cracks on windows and doors with tape, damp clothing or damp towels. Take food, water, medical supplies, a flashlight, a full-charged cell phone with a usable charger, toiletries and a battery-powered radio with extra batteries to last you for the duration of this emergency. Do not approach these creatures as they are extremely dangerous. If one or more of these creatures enter your home, use armed protection by any means, including lethal force. Do not attempt to grab attention to these creatures, as you will likely become one of them if you do. The President will speak on all TV and radio stations shortly. Please stand by for this message.
My fellow Americans, this is a very dark and unfortunate moment in our nation's history. The sin of lust has spread to most of the country by a lustful spirit of an unknown origin. Innocent people have been turned into lewd, lust-bound creatures with a desire to bludgeon anyone they see, and turn into one of their own as a result. We obviously know that this is only supposed to be occurring in fictional media, but somehow this horrific event is unfolding here in the United States. Here's my message to everyone in the United States during this emergency. Always have hopes that this situation will end peacefully, even in bleak moments like this. Do not panic, as panicking will only worsen the situation and lessen your chances of survival. If you see one of these lustful creatures, defend yourself and ensure that you do not let these creatures steal your soul. Stay protected as possible and ensure that you are not portraying the sin of lust, as this may increase your chances of becoming one of these creatures. We maybe are being knocked down, but remember, we are America. We will get back up, and we will not back down from a fight. Whenever something like this occurs and causes massive damage, we will unite as one nation under God and restore what was previously lost, perhaps to something better than it was before. This concludes my message. Stay safe, and as always, God bless the United States of America.
That was a message from the United States President. We now return to the emergency alert system. This concludes our operations under the emergency alert system. Normal programming will cease transmission for the duration of this emergency. This is the emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation orders in the EAS operating handbook for a national or global level emergency. The President will speak on all stations shortly. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by.
We interrupt your programming with a global emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air, providing information to the public and assigned areas. This is KJCT8. We will continue to serve the Grand Junction area. If you are not in this area, tune in now to a station providing news and information to your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Grand Junction area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, effective as of 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is not a test. To repeat, this is not a test. Please pay attention to this alert as this pertains to an ongoing global crisis. This planet is coming to a devastating and unfortunate demise. Lust-bound creatures identified as succubi and incubi have been reported to be on all countries of the world, including Greenland and Antarctica. These lust-bound creatures are bludgeoning and stealing the souls out of every living person they come across, and they are mutilating those they have killed. The United States government has also made us carry discovery, in that there is no way to defeat these creatures, as they are resilient to all forms of weaponry. In addition, they have also found out that the lust-bound creatures responsible for this cataclysm have been caused by an occult-based activity that had horribly failed, resulting in the possession of those who were involved in the activity, as well as whomever was within a 500-foot radius of the site where the event took place. The President of the United States, as well as many political figures around the world, have also been mutilated by these creatures. Many federal governments are collapsing as succubi and incubi are overrunning civilizations and killing off world leaders left and right. It is expected that the succubi and incubi will take over the entire world within the next 3 hours. Because of this, humanity is currently experiencing its inevitable defeat. Planet Earth is about to succumb to the wrath of lust's full extent. Since there is no way to survive this event, and there is no place to escape this cataclysm, there is no reason to stay calm. Go into panic mode. All residents of the United States, and the rest of the world, if you are hearing this message, please do the following procedures. Since we cannot survive this cataclysm, gather with the people closest to you, including family and friends, and brace for the end. If you are a religious person, pray to your higher being or beings, ask for forgiveness, and repent any sins that you may have already. You may do whatever makes you comfortable and happy. Your choices do not matter anymore. Do not tell younger children about this horrific event, and ensure their well-being is kept in these dark times. Before being turned into an incubus, the President has picked out a verse of the Bible to be read on the air for the final time. 1 John 2:16-17. For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life comes not from the Father, but from the world. The world and its desires pass away, but whoever does the will of God lives forever. We will now sign off for the final time with one last playing of our national anthem. Please stand by as we conclude this final activation of the emergency alert system. May God help us all, and may God bless the United States of America, and furthermore the world. Goodbye. We will see you in the afterlife.
This concludes our operations under the emergency alert system. However, this is the end. The national anthem will play for the final time. May God be with you all.